Hello, it's Jeff from jeffrey-thomas.com, and I'm going to go ahead and preview my guitar tab for Heaven by Kane Brown. So make sure you're following the link in the description to the tablature on my website, and I'll go ahead and walk you through the tab now, nice and slow. I am capoed at the 2nd fret, right there, and everything is written where it is on the guitar. So let's get started with the intro and the verse. We've got ready, go. That's basically the majority of the tune right there. So what I have is these first two notes, 5th fret, 4th fret, 2nd finger, 1st finger, just a downstroke. Then the X's are like bringing down your right hand as a hit on the guitar, and then switching up to 12 and 11, and then that's tied over to finish out the measure. Then the second measure is 7 and 9, fingers 1 and 3. Come in for the hit, and then move to 7 and 6. Counting is 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. This is perfect. Come kiss me one more time. All right. That's the majority of the tune, believe it or not. Moving into the chorus, we've got a second guitar part that comes in, and right off the bat, there's like a lap steel or some kind of a slide guitar in the beginning doing some cool licks. I just went ahead and focused on the main guitar part, which is those first two measures. Chorus is an option. You could keep playing the guitar part for the intro and the verse, but if you want to mix it up, here's the chorus. So it's kind of just bouncing downstrokes and all that. That chorus is getting a little bit syncopated, and that's a big fancy word for rhythmically complex. So we've got some 16th notes there, there's an 8th rest, there's a tie. I'll count it for you if you'd like. We'll go ahead and walk through the counting on that. So 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and 4 and okay, just for those of you who want to hear the counting and understand what that means. Then I added a strum chorus, which would basically be something that I would add if I was playing the tune. It's not on the recording, but you know, it fits it very well, and it allows us to get into some first position chords here. So anyway, we'll take that strum chorus now as an option. Ready, go. Right? So let me walk through the down and the up for you. So on the D chord, which is like a C shape, but we're capoed at the 2nd fret, so it moves this chord up to D, so it's not C, it's D, if you're just talking in terms of sound. So down, down, up. Then I'll typically on that 8th rest there come in with either a hit or just a silent rest. Switch to the A chord, which is like a G shape, but because we're capoed at the 2nd fret, it's A. That's what this chord sounds as. So once again, first position G shape, but it's an A chord because of where we're capoed. All right, downstroke there, down, up, down, down. Alrighty. Next measure, first finger can stay common, just move your 2nd finger back to get the F sharp minor. Down, down, up. Bring the rest in, and then switch to E over B, and then we have down, up, down, down. So on the subject of capoing, like I see a lot of confusion that's totally unnecessary when you're capoing. Like these shapes, a lot of times it's really cool to refer to chord shapes when you're capoing as they are in first position. So this would be a C shape, this would be a G shape, this is like an E minor, and then this is like a D shape. And some people get super confused. A few of my students, not all of them, but a few, they just, I can't get that. I don't understand that. Can you label the chords what they would be in first position? Sure. I mean, we can call this a C, we can call this a G, we can call this an E minor, and we can call this a D. But remember, you're capoed at the 2nd fret. Everything is going to move up a letter name. So it's actually musically incorrect to call this C, this G, this E minor. I'm just bringing this up because it's an interesting subject, and I like try and coach my students on like, hey, you know, when you capo, you're moving these first positions and the letter name is going to change. So maybe start looking at learning, you know, your notes on the guitar so you can understand that. That's probably a great way to start really getting a hold of that, because I know some people get really kind of confused about that. Anyway, let me mix these parts up for you so we can get a good walkthrough and some good perspective. So if you're going to start the tune out, you're probably going to stay with your intro verse, which is right. Chorus. And I'm kind of jamming it up on the rhythms there a little bit. I'm not following every time exactly the same, but the rhythm that I would suggest to start with is right? And then as you get into it, I mean, like, you know, good players are going to mix the rhythms around. You know, just start grooving with the tune, right? If the stinger still really starts putting out a bunch of energy and killing it right there, then you're probably gonna want to, you know, bring up your playing level and mix those rhythms around a bit. That's a whole other subject. But anyway, a simple tune, super popular, interesting voice for country, right? Super low. This is perfect. Come kiss me one more. I mean, he's an interesting dude, and I think a lot of people are saying he's more like of a rap guy, but whatever. I think it's a cool tune. A lot of my students like it. You know, you can debate the whole country thing nowadays, especially. Is it rock? Is it country? Is it rap? Is it country? So we've kind of lost those old school Johnny Cash days, right? Hank Williams Jr., a lot of that old country. Nowadays, I think country really has a blend over into like a genre blend, mixing with rock and pop and stuff. It's cool. It's still in the country genre. So anyway, I hope that gets you through the tune and it was enjoyable. It's not very hard to play, and hopefully the video helps you follow that tablature of mine. And if there's any questions, we can go ahead and meet up on Skype to run through anything you need help with. All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.